First question, take one.
Colonel Nasser, the big question that the whole world has during the past 2 weeks is, do you think there's a possibility of war in the Middle East between the Arabs and Israel?
Well, I think the world is giving importance to this problem now, just after the declaration of the arms deal. But I want to tell you that me and this country, Egypt, was giving importance to this problem many months ago. Before February, last February, there was a peace tendency in this area because there was no aggressive spirit from the other side. There was no tension. There was no incidents. After February, after their brutal attack against Gaza, after their planned attack against Gaza, we were under the impression that war may be at any time, because nobody can control incidents. Nobody can control the action in the field after the beginning, because any incident may develop to a major incident. And so I was under this impression from last February. I was feeling threat. I was feeling nightmare. I tried to let the public opinion understand my feeling, but I failed. Nobody was giving any importance to this area. Now, after the arms deal, which we made in order to protect ourselves, and in order to protect our borders, and in order to ease the threat, and to ease the fear from the other side, the world is giving great importance to this area, and the world is speaking about war, and the world is afraid of war. I was afraid of war from last February, because I was really under this tension for a long time. So I want to tell you that the fear of war is not new. It is old. The fear of war to us began from last February, and this led us to ask for arms and to ask for equipment. And this really gave us the impression that we must have equipment from any place in order to secure ourselves. I asked the Western powers to give us weapons, and I was sure that they feel that the Israeli army is equipped with new equipment and heavy equipment, and the Israeli army have the power, as they said, to defeat the Egyptian army or the Arab armies together. This really gave me the impression that I must have as many equipment as I can in order to strengthen the Egyptian army and in order to stand against aggression. Really, the fear of war was the main reason which led me to have the arms from Czechoslovakia. It is before the arms deal and not after the arms deal.
Okay, we'll cut.
Stop. Question 2, take one.
Colonel Nasser, do you think that now that you have arms from Czechoslovakia that there is less chance for war in the Middle East?
Well, I think when the Israelis realized that their army is strong and that they can begin raising their rates and they can continue their incidents in the area, as long as they think so, they will continue raids and they will continue incidents, putting in their mind that any one of the Arab armies will not be able to stand in front of them. They declared many times that their army is very strong. Now, if they feel that the Egyptian army is strong enough to stand against them, and if they attack the Egyptian territory, they will be defeated, I think they will think twice before raising raids and before raising many incidents in this area. So I think that if they feel that there is a balance of armament, and if they feel that the race of armament is not going on from one side, because the race of armament was going on from the side of Israel for a long time, they will not think many times before putting into effect their raids and before putting into effect their attacks against the Egyptian troops. Really, I feel that these arms will help peace in this area.
Well, Colonel Nasser, now the Israelis are asking for more arms for themselves. What do you think this will bring about?
Well, I want to tell you, it was published in the American newspapers. It was published in the New York Times 4 months ago. And I was feeling that those who published it were feeling pride that the Israeli army can defeat the Arab armies together, and that the Israeli army has an army of 250,000 fully equipped with modern heavy arms. Now they are neglecting completely what was declared before, and they are declaring to the world that they need armies to stand against Egypt and to stand against the Arabs. I want to remind the American people, I want to remind also the American government, I want to remind also the American press what was declared 4 months ago about the Israeli army and about the Egyptian army and about the Arab armies. It was declared that the Arab armies can put in the field 150,000, while the Israeli army can put in the field 250,000, fully equipped with modern arms. It was declared that the Israeli army can defeat the Arab armies together. So I think the propaganda of Israel now must not really overcome the sense of the American people.
Cut. Question 3. Take 1.
Colonel Nasser, do you think that the Israelis will get arms from the West now that they're asking for?
Well, I think that the Israelis will try and will do their best to get arms from the West. But in the meantime, I think that if Israelis get arms from the West, this will mean really helping Israel to be more superior than the Arabs. We try to get arms from the West in order to balance the arms between Israel and Egypt in this area. And we failed to get arms from the United States. We negotiated with the United States for 3 years. We wrote a letter that these arms which we may get will be used only in the legitimate defense. We said that we are ready to pay for these arms. But we failed. For 3 years we negotiated with the United States to have arms in order to have a strong army which will be able to stand against the Israeli aggression. But we failed. Now, I think if the United States supply Israel with arms, this will mean that the balance will be always in the favor of Israel, and that the Arabs will not have at all the opportunity to defend themselves against the Israeli aggression. We declare that we are on the defensive. We have no aggressive intentions. And we declare that we want armies to defend our souls, to defend our territory, to defend our country. Now I think that any bullet which may be given to Israel will be the life of the Arab. This is not my feeling only. This will be the feeling of all the Arabs, from Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Yemen. Every bullet which will be supplied to Israel will be the life of the Arab. And I think that this will not help the peace in the area, but will raise the tension in the area. And I think this will help war, because if there will be race again from the side of Israel, there will be race again from the side of the Arabs. And at last, we will have in this part of the world a huge commodities of armament. And I think this will help for explosion. This is... I have something to say to the American people, and that's we still have faith in America and in the American people. We thought in the past that you were not fair, and I think that you were always under the pressure of the Zionist propaganda. We thought also that you may be under the pressure of the Zionists during the election period, but you must neglect the Arabs. You must know the point of view of the Arabs. We have no aggressive intentions. We want peace in this area. We were attacked 8 years ago. some of the Arabs were sent out of their homes, of their land. We want to live in our country without threat and without fear. And you must understand our view in spite of the Zionist propaganda which is spreading all over America. This is what I want to say to the Americans.